Welcome back to Inside the Summit League. Well, 2 Summit seasons get started this week. Volleyball gets underway, and 2-time defending league champion North Dakota State is again looking like the team to beat. Here is how the 9 head coaches voted in the preseason poll. North Dakota State with 6 first-place votes, 3 for Fort Wayne, and then Oakland and South Dakota State. Oakland was 3rd in the league. Fort Wayne was 2nd, so the top 3 looking like the same as last year right now. The palindromic IUPUI right in the middle at number 5, so that makes sense. And then South Dakota, Kansas City, Western Illinois, and the league newcomer Omaha in women's volleyball. Now back to North Dakota State. The Bison took the title last year with a 16-2 record in the league. NDSU went on, played in the NCAA tournament, but fell in the first round to the University of Minnesota. So another league title is obviously the goal, but what else would these Bison ladies like to achieve this year?
Of course, we have high expectations. We would like to beat a top 50 team, but I mean, if that doesn't happen, then it's just kind of like I said, kind of playing together, like getting our chemistry flowing, like who plays well together, like what we need to work on, kind of stuff like that. But we do have high expectations for these preseason tournaments.
We're really focusing right now on how do we play our best volleyball and how do we outwork everyone that we play. And that doesn't matter if they're in the Summit League or anyone, we're going to outwork them. We're going to try to do that where we establish a bar pretty high and try to set it in the Summit League, and then how do we go after some of those teams that we should lose to, because they are on paper or they're bigger than us, they're more physical. So, that's our philosophy this year. We're going to outwork everyone.
So North Dakota State is going to be good, and the Bison will host the Summit League Championship this year. They get it in November in Fargo. The top 4 teams from the regular season will qualify. And the Bison and everybody else get going this weekend. NDSU is at the Northern Illinois tournament. South Dakota State is at the Hawkeye Challenge in Iowa City. Oakland at the Kansas State tournament in Manhattan. Western Illinois is playing in the Cougar Classic in Illinois. South Dakota is at the Alabama State tournament. Omaha is in Alabama as well at the Kristen Dickman invite there. UMKC Kansas City is playing at North Texas. IUPUI at the Thunder invite in West Virginia. And Fort Wayne is the only school that is at home this week, and the Dons are hosting the IPFW Invitational. Well, it will be interesting to see how the University of South Dakota fares this year in the Coyotes' 2nd season now in the league. The Yotes finished 6th last season, right where they're picked to finish this year. So there is challenge number 1 to move up in the league standings. Head coach Matt Houck has 10 players back from last season, including second-team All-Summit League choice Kendall Crittenbrink. As a freshman last year, Crittenbrink led the league in kills at 4.23 kills per set. The Coyotes also returned a couple of other hitters, both juniors Natalie Walseth and Tori Kroll. The Yotes have their libero back too, so we will see if USD can improve on their 7-11 record in league play from last season. Well, there's one new head volleyball coach in the league this year, and that item leads off this week's Summit Moves and News segments. The new head coach in volleyball is April Hall. She takes over at Western Illinois. Hall was an assistant last year at Northern Kentucky. Other coaching news, another new head coach at Western Illinois, Ted Flogaitis, takes over as the head coach of the women's soccer program. Flogaitis comes from Hastings College in Nebraska, where he was the Great Plains Athletic Conference Coach of the Year the past 2 seasons. And there is a new women's soccer coach at North Dakota State, and that is Mark Cook. Prior to NDSU, Cook was director of coaching at the Minnesota Thunder Academy for 11 years. The Thunder Academy, one of the premier club programs in the Twin Cities area. Well, we will stick with soccer when we come back. And on the women's side, the question is, can Oakland University do it again? A feature on the Golden Grizzlies and a look at the women's soccer preseason poll. See where your team stacks up in the eyes of the coaches and the media.